Hello and welcome everyone to a new episode of Ask Anna, which is your place to be to create a loving and nurturing and healthy relationship with food, with your body and with yourself. And Ask Anna is a episode or is a program where you can ask all your questions that you have to help you create those kind of relationships, and I will personally answer them. So today's question is coming from Yvette, and she asked, Anna, what is the difference between binge eating and overeating? How do I know if I just, have more than I would normally eat, or just, eating a little bit more and actually having a full-blown binge? Now, Yvette, that is a very, very good question. And to speak more generally, this is a very individual choice and a very individual call. And I think the most defining characteristics of a binge is the feeling that you cannot stop, so the loss of control, the mental obsession of wanting to have more and more and more, so that nothing really satisfies you. There's a speed in there, so you're eating way faster than you would normally eat. There is a lack of awareness, lack of consciousness. It feels like you're in a kind of dreamy state, or I always say, for me, it always felt like I was being controlled from a robot, I wasn't myself. It was like I was watching someone else doing it, and there was no exit. So the main points are the obsession, the speed, the lack of control, and the amount that you're eating in a very short period of time. Now, some people say it's about the food that you're eating as well. I personally disagree, because I could binge on carrots, okay? So it didn't matter what I was eating. It was the kind of the feeling that I was having with it. And then also, once it's done, the backload of guilt and shame and self-disgust. So this is what I would say, for me, it defines a binge. Now, that might look very different for you. And again, I would encourage you to become curious around what does a binge mean to you? What does it feel like? How are you defining one for yourself? Okay, so this is all, the whole recovery journey is a very individual journey, right? What means overeating for one person can mean something very different for another. Okay, so someone who struggles with under-eating or restrictive eating, having a bunch of carrots could be a binge, right? Whereas for someone who's eating like 3 gallons of ice cream, a bunch of carrots is it's nothing. Okay, so it all depends on where you are. And overeating, I would define as having too much of something, in the frame of having too much in a way that you feel too full, or that you kind of feel like, it's really landing in my belly, and I've had enough of it, or I'm just gonna finish that plate because it's really, really nice, or I'm gonna have seconds because it just really tastes delicious, right? And you may feel that with the overeating, you're not having the whole load of guilt and shame that you would have when you were binging. Okay, so I hope this is an answer to your question. To summarize, the main differences is so the number one thing is for you to define what means a binge and what is simply overeating, and to get curious around how you're feeling in it. To notice if you're getting into that, I have to have more, I have to have more, I have to have more. If the obsession starts, if you're feeling unable to stop, and if you're eating a lot in a short amount of time. All right, I hope it helps. I would love to hear your feedback, so leave a comment of your experience of binging or overeating, and what how you're defining the difference. And I see you on the blog. All right, bye.